Okay, so Mr. Bassey, can you please unmute yourself and let's have this conversation today? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
I can't seem to hear you.
Okay.
Okay, now I can hear you. You're welcome, sir. Thank you so much. I have tried to read a bit of your profile, but it's better to hear it straight from you. Can you just tell us about yourself and your journey in Longreach?
All right. I'll be very brief of myself because I had a lot of experiences in life, so we'll go to everything about Longreach. Okay, like you've heard so well, I'm business management graduate and I venture into business on time, doing consulting, doing business with MTN, former First Inland Bank. Now I don't know what the name of the bank is now. And then Credit Suisse. I've done business with those multinational companies. And 2014, my wife narrowed down to Longreach. In fact, let me go back to 2012. 2012, a client walked up to me and wanted to have a view about the multi-level marketing industry. Please, can I just be given a second? Let me adjust this light too. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. I think much better now.
Yeah.
Like having much better light. Okay. So if a client gave me we walked up to my office and wanted to hear my view about X and Y network marketing, he was about to choose which one should he choose, because that's what actually I do. That's what my company does. So after looking through it, I told him, give me like 1 month, I'll get back to you. I went back and did an extensive and exhaustive investigation about the industry, not just about the company, about the industry. And I came out with an article, I hate network marketing.
Wow.
I referred him to that. I said, go back to the article and you get back to me. Then we can now talk. And guess what? Someone said my volume should be high. Please, can you check your own side? Am I being heard?
It's here, loud here.
I have a loud voice. Very soon it's going to be higher. All right. So that's how it was. And I carefully articulate points why I hate network marketing. And guess what? When people say, I don't like network marketing, none of them can meet any of those points. I'm a critic by nature. I like criticizing things. In fact, more of a perfectionist. It must be there. If it's not good, it is not good. There is no better. If it's not the best, then it's not worth doing. So looking at the loophole, I was able to maximize it and then paint to the person. I think it was published there was a local newspaper, a local magazine I used to write for in my state. It's a national magazine show, Dreams Alive. A lot of people hear that. 5 minutes to that publication, I think I received 200 calls.
Wow.
Out of 200 calls, yes. One side of the faction was thanking me for rescuing them. The other side of the faction were cursing me. And after 200 calls, my battery died for 6 hours. So, 2014, my wife brought the opportunity through a friend in Infon. And I told her, I don't want to see this business. I don't want to do this business. If the product is good for you, do it. I have reasons. Now, one of the points of my article was, okay, let me not talk about the articles now. I'll in the course of discussion, I'll pick some points from there. I said, I don't want to see this in my house. I don't want to do this in my house. So, but you can take the product, but don't get me involved. And there's no matter what, she'll get me involved. How did she get me involved? When they are driving to their presentation. In fact, I was the driver. And I'll say, okay, let's come to mutual ground. I will drive you to everywhere you want to go to do this presentation. But I will not be involved in this thing at all. I don't want to be, I wrote an article about this. So why was I that? I think I was seeing Longreach in the eyes of a network marketing company. That was my perception. So I totally dismiss it. And she is a product. I mean, she qualified for France in 2014. She couldn't go. They asked me to go, but that did not move me, though we couldn't go finally. 2014, there was a car award in New York. I was invited to go, and that was when my eyes opened. I saw like 16 or 18 cars, tier rubber cars, decorated outside the venue, and I saw people standing on the queue. I mean, outside, even men, people were carrying chairs. I was like, this is serious like this. I didn't know it was as serious like this. I went in and I saw people that, some people I knew, though they are not in my team or even in my upline team, that I was better than, collecting tear rubber cars, being celebrated. And then me, I was still driving my metrics, my proud own metrics, that the glass, I'm sure, that car must be accidental, because if it rains, water will ankle like this. So I have to use Enki and hold it. And after, if you enter some water, if you just rush into water, the AC will cease. So and everything, I mean everything about me. And then look at people getting cars. I said, what am I doing? So that forced me to go deeper into the company, to research about the company between October, November, December, to do more about it. But even before I reached my conclusion, my wife, there's a young girl that used to come to the house, and when she comes, she used to study in Auchi Polytechnic. So we give her money, 5,000, 2,000. So one thing I know about long range presentation then was a sanitary pad. They would just pour water and it would swell. That was what I know. So I called the girl. I said, well, I have something to show you. I'm not interested in the business, but I want to show you. I believe this can help your life like I helped other people. So I brought the light flow and pour water, and it was messy. I was like, this is not what I saw. So I called my wife. She said, no, I'm using the wrong one. I should go for either day use or night use. She mentioned the color. So I picked the color, I did it. So the girl saw how it was swollen, dry, cute. My God. And it was cotton, 100% cotton. She was like, this is beautiful. And she saw the experiment, just what I had in infant did. I did the same thing with this other one. So she was like, so I asked her, can you sell this product? She said, yes. I go, good for you. She asked me how much. I learned that it was 33,000. So I told her, I said 3,000 to do registration. She said, okay, that I should go and get the money. So 2 days later, no, that same day, she left and she went back, brought back with the money. Her father gave her money, her mother gave her money, brother, just combine money. I think what she was able to make was arranged was 30,000 naira. So I had 3,000 naira to her. And now asked her to go and pay to Longwish account. I collected her details, called my wife. I said, dear, I've assisted your business. So I've sent somebody to you, at least in trying to be, young men, we still like 2-3 years in marriage. I promise I heaven and earth. I will assist your vision. I will help your dreams. I will do this. So that was part of the assisting her vision. Wow. If it makes you happy, no problem. Go ahead and do it, So she did the registration. 5 minutes later, she called me and says, guess what? I have used my money and signed you up, and I put the girl under you. I'm giving her back to you.
Wow.
That's how
you came on board.
That's how I technically came on board. But I was not ignited. I wasn't ignited. I was just... So now I have a girl who's looking up to me. I have to help. So I begin to... Udeme now came to Benin, did some presentation. Then she was on 7, and she showed her back office how she earns 1 million naira. It was 250 to 1 million in a month. I was like, that's nice. That's a day. It was big money. But I'm not cut out for this. I'm not cut out for this.
Wow.
I was like, not really. Even when I saw the car, I was like, this is nice, but I'm not cut out for this. But that forced me to do some investigation about the company until I finally discovered it, and then I was ignited. 2/15 January, I told my wife, if we must do it right, we need a training center to educate people, because I believe in the education aspect of it. I don't just believe in people running around. Let people know what they are doing. So I did another study about the industry, and I discovered that Longreach was not a network marketing industry. And yes, company. I discovered so many things about Longreach. In fact, one of the things that tripped me was the OEM, original equipment manufacturer. And I was like, if these guys can manufacture for top-notch brand that I respect, I think doing business with them will not burn my fingers. And I feel that they have a reputation they will uphold. So they won't come to Africa and messed up. That was part of the reason of my article.
Wow.
So that's how I joined Longreach.
Wow, interesting. Now, there are a good number of people on this call, and to go back to it, one of the most common phrases I get to hear, and in all honesty, I have said that to several times, I'm not cut out for it. I mean, it's a very common phrase. I'm not cut out for it. When you meet someone that says to you, I'm not cut out for it, what will be your counsel? Are you there with us? Hello? Wow, I think network is playing a game on us today. Okay, so are you back?
Yes, I am back. Sorry, they will just. We have to improve. I think maybe we need 5G, something close to that that can give us higher this thing. Yes, this is not working. 3G, 4G is outdated.
I agree. We need to get to 5G. So please answer that question.
A question, man.
If somebody says, I'm not cut out for it, how would you deal with such a person? I'm not cut out for it. You've been there.
Yeah, I've been there. I've done that. I'm cut out for it. First, I must first, before I talk to somebody, I must first qualify my prospects. So I sort it out first. Sort the person out first. Now, in the sorting process, SORT, in sorting the prospect, there are some things I need to find. I need to create rapport. So I won't just wake up. I won't just wake up as a professional and tell somebody, come and do language. I try as much as possible to discover the person's pain point, P-A-I-N, pain point. Where is the person having issues and how can I come in? And that's how I don't really have a lot of things I will tell you. I say, will you like a life whereby you make 1 million naira every week, building a team that you don't have to run around the country to make the money. You don't have to have so much of overhead to make about the money. You don't have to, to cry your health over sales to make about the money, and you have your family with you, your daughters, your wife, everybody is with you. Would you like to make that in a week, not in the month? And then would you like to know that somebody is earning like 50 million naira? Any company that earns 50 million naira in a week must have gone close to 500 million naira to get to 50 million naira as net in profit. Let's be realistic here. Even airline industry, 50 million in the week, some 20 million in the week. You must have burned so much. When I used to do some business analysis for my partners, then we used to look at the companies by brochures, their stocks brochures, and one of the things I used to look at was their expenditure and their income. They will say that, like banks, they will say that they've generated 80 billion naira. I will not look at the 80 billion naira capital. I look at the net profit.
Net profit.
Net profit is the main thing, and I don't know what we're using it to do. What are the capital? So if you are making 2, 10, 5 million in a week, and then your expenses is only on data and few trips that you're even enjoying, it's worth doing.
Wow.
So I try to ensure I paint the picture of the future before I called you into partnership with me. So I have lace, I'm not cut out for it. And when you see my person coming to you, you can't tell me I'm not cut out for it, because if I should do it, I think you should do it.
So true. If I should do it, then I think you should do it. Network marketing has been termed a women's business. Over time, people just say it's for women, it's for women. What's your response to that? Because I see some guys telling me, oh, Yomi, don't worry, get my wife or tell my daughter or tell my sister, it's not for men. But yeah, here you are doing this business.
Please, I just pray this network respect itself. It's my best line so far. All right, okay. Now, it is not a woman's business. The person is actually right. It's not a man's business. The person is absolutely correct. It's not a woman's business. It's not a man's business. It is a family business.
Wow.
It is a family business. Not a woman's business. Not a man's business at seasons like this. The best thing that's ever happened to this country, the best thing that ever happens to people in this part of the world is long reach. So it's not a woman's business. I believe it too. It's not a man's business. Absolutely correct. But guess what? It is a family business. It's a business whereby family comes together and grow the family wealth tree. There's something we have in our life. We call it family business plan. Everybody in the family must make money. You must make money. By the time you are 16 years old, by the time you are 10, in fact, from 6 years old, I start teaching my daughter principles of money. I don't give you money. You must know why you should earn money, why you should make money, why you should create money. So those principles, he said, so by the time they are 16 years, they should be able to start making money. Children are making money acting. Some are making money doing some creative things on YouTube. So it's not a man's business. It's not a woman's business. It's a family business. So I try as much as possible to paint the picture that Longreach accommodate their family and give even unborn children the opportunity to have something on ground even before they arrived. I mean, what kind of a gift is that? My daughter right now pays her school fees. That young lady started making money in 2014 before she started talking. She was just few months. That is the thing. Before she started talking. No, if you count from 2014 to 2020, bam, you should know how much she has. My first trip in America in 2017 was sponsored by my daughter, because my company was seriously in serious cash flow issues. We are having a lot of cash flow issues in my company. So I told my wife, let's suspend this trip. She said, no, we have to go. I said, I don't have money for air ticket. To me, that is luxury. But guess what? She says, your daughter have money. I was shocked. That was one of the best shock I had in my life. And my daughter sponsored my return ticket to America. So how do you say that?
How old was she?
I think she was born in 6th December 2013. This was, I think she'll be 3 years or so. 3 years, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 15, 16.
A 3-year-old sponsored your trip.
Sponsored my trip. Pay for me, pay for herself. While her mother used her Longreach money, pay for herself, then pay for the baby that was, the baby that
was. So at age 3, you are eating the fruit of your daughter.
I'm telling you. And it was fun. It was fun because we had enough money to do a lot of things. It was fun. And then, as I'm talking, my other daughter my wife had registered unborn child. If she had the idea of processing and coming, she have used XYZ. So she used a name. We thought it was going to be a boy. So we used Jasper. But, came out a girl. Her name is Jada now. It's a lady now. Jasper started making money before she was born. By the time Jasper was born, Jasper had close to 3 million naira in account. 3 million naira in account. So in account, ready, before she was born. Now, right now, she's 3 years old. Now, if 3 million naira as at 2017, please just do plus and minus what it is right now. That's what I'm talking about. That pays their school fees. We don't bother about those things. It's already structured into those handling. So you can see that it's not you can't say it's not a children's business. It's a children's business. Children's business. You can't say that now. Now going back to the wife aspect. Now, as a result of becoming a star director, there are a lot of incentives she has gotten from the family. Take, for example, the scholarship up to doctorate. A lot of other things, a lot of other benefits she has gotten for the family as my wife being a star director. And then, I started seeing millions in Longreach. Weekly millions, because my company was only 1 quarter. We do business, we get the money, but weekly millions that's coming in, it was in Longreach. Mama started making crazy money. So you can't say it is a woman's business, because anything that brings income is not for a woman. It's not a woman that will consume, it's a family. So
yeah.
Exactly. And then the last one now is a man. This year has been one of my best years. Consistent seven figures from January up to now. 7 figures consistently. Even in pandemic. So you can't say it's not a man's business. Man, I used to make a statement that, and I used to like making this statement. Say, a woman says, my money is my money. Your money is our money. Women loved gifts. There were days in my life that I couldn't give my wife some gift because it was like, man, I said, look, I'm a business consultant. So I portion things, I will give you a gift, but I'll give her a gift, but now I can go out with gifts. I can just buy some, wow, this is explosive. That is the best. So you can see that it is not a children's business. It is not a woman's business. It is not a man's business. It is a family business.
Wow, it is a family business. Thank you so much. I want to take you up on this, still on this prospecting issue. What has been your toughest time in Longreach and how did you overcome it?
Very well. My beginning days. When I say I am in, Long reach is like let me explain. Long reach is like someone said, I want to teach you how to drive. This is the gear, this is the throttle, this is the brake, this is accelerator, and this is what you need to do. You know, those are tips. Enter. And when you enter the steering for the first time, you will be sweating. Under acid, you'll be sweating. And then you can mash brake. People can hit them and say, oh, sorry. And those kind of things. And then when you see a big truck coming, oh my God, you're like, oh God, just pass. You just clip past, go your way, and you continue. But you do that every day. Before you know what happens, you boom, you enter 140, 120, arrive at your destination. It's like that. Now, you can't stay outside and judge. You move inside to enjoy it. And there's something I like saying, long reach is better experienced than explained.
Wow.
The experience is something else. It's going to help your entrepreneurial skills. It's going to groom you up. It's going to teach you on people's skills, how to handle rejection, how to handle people's temperaments, several temperaments. You're having people from different crops of life. Some of them that there was no interview. There was no pre-interview. There's no aptitude test. People just rush in and join. You have to handle these people. That is when you become people's person. You now become a captain. So it is better experience. It's not, you can't explain it. And it's the best gift anybody in life who sincerely wants to build wealth growth can go through. So those were my toughest moments, those beginning years. Yes, I had to, because I was not fully ignited. And because I was not fully ignited, I just had to begin to experiment a lot of things, learn from leaders, learn from mentors, and then discover things by myself. It was actually tough. One of the things is when somebody you know you are better than tells you it is not my kind of business, and the person is asking you for money.
Exactly. It's
mad. So that was one of the things that got me provoked. You know, I was like, what are you talking about? You're asking me money. You know, in fact, there's a young man in church that used to disturb me money every time he disturbed me money. So one day I invited him for presentation, and that was the end of the day. No disturbance again. Because the thing is this: if you give a man a fish today, he will come back tomorrow.
True.
And if you don't give him that tomorrow, you're a wicked man.
True.
So in order not to fund that responsibility, because if I give you a fish, it will stop your stomach. But if I teach you how to feed, you will feed other people. So in order not to fund that responsibility, I have to teach you how to feed. Either you learn how to feed or you go hungry. Simple and short. So that's always my own perception about it. So it was, I had those toughest moments. It wasn't, people were not responding. But guess what? I knew that I was not. Now, let me just say this. Long reach is not a security investment. Please let me explain this. I knew this before I joined Long reach. A security investment is we have like term deposit, bonds, stocks, the rest of the things, whereby you can carry a chunk of money, let's say 200,000 naira, 1 million naira, and put in deposit for 3 months, and they give you without doing anything. Please don't come with that mindset. Now, I came to this business excitingly believing that I'm in for 5 and 10 years. Now, if you're not ready to do business for 5 years, please don't just come in, because it's not what I can get today. It's what that will generate in the future. Guess what? 5 years has passed. The last 5 years of your life, what have you achieved? That is the thing. So that's what I tell people. I said, come and join me in 5 years journey, because the last 5 years was rubbish. You're working, yes, but by the time the salary comes, it's gone. The expenses alone will take care of 99% of your salary. And no matter how it's increased, it works on a geometric progression. So it works on a linear basis. You need to have a kind of income that comes on geometric progression. That's what the Bible says. It said that we will, build what do you call it? There's one pastor that said we will let go. We will let go like dogs. He didn't say we'll jump. Laying talks about layer upon layer. In fact, God teach us about accountability when the woman, coin lost. So that when you let go like dust, it comes like a pyramid form. It can never crash, because you know everything should go. So God does not throw money on you. It allows you to learn it one step at a time. That is the thing. So those were one of the few challenges I have, and I have to let people understand that, look, this is not a get-rich concept. It needs time. Sit down, implement, allow it to glow.
Wow. Thank you so much. Sit down, implement and allow it to grow. Thank you so much. Well, so how did you, now I'm new, I'm just joined, and I'm hearing all the no's, no, no, and I'm getting worked up. How did you overcome the no's? How did you do it?
Simple, have a dream. If you don't have a dream, if you don't have a vision, the wing of the life will throw you apart. Once you are out from the sight of the vision, once Peter's eyes was out from Jesus, he was being swindled by the waves. So have a dream. I have 5 years. This is what I want to do 5 years from now in my life. I can tell you what I'm planning in the next 30 years of my life and when I want to exit from active business. I can tell you everything that's going to happen in the next 6 months, pandemic or no pandemic, irrespective of whatever is happening. So the good thing is this, have a dream. When your dream is bigger than your fear, nothing can stop you. One of the things, before I joined Longreach, I had a lot of challenges in my life when I was growing up. I am someone that can dream big. And big dreamers always have a lot of stumbling blocks, mountain to surmount. And every step of the way is building your faith and capacity. Your muscle is being built up. So as you're overcoming one thing, you are getting used to it. So I didn't really experience the frustration people experience. To me, I was like, maybe you don't understand me today. Because when someone tells me no, there are 3 reasons. Number 1, it might be that it's not the right time in their life. They are passing through a lot of emotional traumas in their house or whatever it is. Number 2, it might be that they also don't have the financial capability at that moment. First can be psychological problem. Second can be financial issues. They're having a lot of things. And maybe I've not yet opened up. I've not yet turned the button that can let them start talking about themselves first. Then the last one is maybe I was too much in a hurry to invite them. Perhaps I did not lay enough foundation to ignite their interest. Foundation must be laid for a house to be built. You don't just wake up and ask someone to join. The person will think you are not serious. So once you're able to handle those things and someone tells you no, go back and reassess your presentation. First, it is not about you. Second, it's not about the company. Third, it's never about you. It's about the person. That's number 1. Because nobody will see a gold mine and run away from. Perhaps I did not paint the right picture. Perhaps I did not, or it was not wrong timing. There are people that told me no yesterday. In fact, let me shock you. Let me shock you now. My team has moved from that 14,000 currently to 20,000.
Wow.
As I'm talking right now, none of my friends are in Longreach. And they're feeling so bad. And they wish. Do you know what I tell you? I would have joined you when you started. Now you have gone far. I've moved on. Out of 20,000 people, I only spoke to 5 people. Out of 5 people, I only knew 3 people. The rest are not my friends. I don't know the rest. So you must sit down and have this thing. First, I have a dream. Second, my dream must have a deadline. So if 5 people tells me no, there are, how many people do we have on earth? 6 billion. So the opinion of 5 people is not enough to discourage my future and my dream. Hence, I have to move forward until I meet the people that need this business. Are people here of this business? So many. So all I need to do is find out ways to meet these people and communicate the right vision. Let it touch where it's affecting their life. Some people it's not money. Some people can be product. Some can be independence. I don't have this freedom. So a lot of people have reason why they join. But what I do is this. I try as much as possible to open up and see that pain and address it from there. And from there, you now see the reason to join. And from there, back, you join the business.
Wow. Hell, Mr. B, my head is actually spinning. Too many things are in my head simultaneously. But thank you so much for laying it so bare. But I'm still going to come back to this. I'm still hitting on this one thing. How do I grow?
Fine. Now, Longreach is not, the reason why I hate network marketing was because they use what I call the carrot stick deception approach. People earn money when they join, and after you cough it out later. I have a lot of reason why I didn't mention them today. Maybe today is not for that. Now, Longreach use the stick and carrots. They beat you face before they give it to you. Your earnings in Longreach will not explode automatically. Rather, your earning explode. So they have to, before your earning have, before you grow in the company, your mental capacity has to grow. Your skill has to grow. In fact, it grows with you. It grows with you. So how do you grow in the company? First, you have to know that this is a new industry for you. I had to relearn, unlearn, and relearn whatever I've learned before concerning the word marketing. First, you have to get books. There are books that can inspire you. We have books like Go Pro by Eric War. Those books are going to inspire you. It will show you. Because you cannot earn 1 million naira if you are not qualified to earn 1 million naira. That is the thing in a week. So your earning qualifies who you are. The more you are earning, the more who you are is expanding. So your learning is going to help you a lot. That is how you grow. Number one, get the books. Learn from books. Learn from mentors. We have what they call it, GoPro by Eric War. We have Business of the 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. I think I have those books here on my collections. I have so many books. If you check my list, I have so many of those books. Those books will show you. They'll show you learning curve. It's actually very, very different. So you get those books, acquire skill. And then another book also that I like talking about the book because I love this young lady. I love this young lady is Udemeti Benson. I call it the futurist. Yeah, the story from a young Nigerian who had nothing. You might say, that's a white man. Learn from a young Nigerian who had nothing. How she grew up, how she built it up. It's going to inspire you. Those things are going to inspire you. Start from there because you're going to learn a lot of things. And there's another one. How do you talk to prospect and they don't tell you no? Get this book, 45-second presentation. It's called Napkin 45-second presentation. Let me check if I have if it's in this other corner. 45-second presentation. Get that book. It's going to help you. It's going to help you. Get those books, sit down and read. Don't be in a hurry to make 1 million in one day. No. Don't be in a hurry to earn because let me tell us the truth. Let me tell us the living truth. We are too greedy to earn 1 million because Bass is earning 1 million in a week. But you are not ready to pay the price I paid. So get ready to pay a little price of knowledge and time and then learn from mentors. Learn from mentors. That is how I grow. Learn from mentors. You cannot do it alone and neither can you reinvent the wheel. In fact, I call it implementation business. Just implement. Your mentor, who is the person that invited you to the business, must have known what you don't know. That is a thing. So that has to grow. Do that. Now, you must also realize that in life, like I said earlier, how many books have you read on network marketing before you give up? Before you want to earn 1 million? What are your learning costs? How many times have you given to yourself to feed? Because if you don't feed yourself, you'll be going out to talk trash to somebody and the person will look at you. What happens if you meet a bank GMD? Opportunity to meet the person. What will you tell the person about long reach? Is he broke? No. How do you prospect the person? But can the person do long reach? Yes. So you must prepare for this opportunity by gathering necessary knowledge and information, equipping your mental mind. Once your mental mind is equipped, whatever is here will be in your hands. So that's how I learn. So I learn from mentors, I learn from books, and also I learn by experience. You must learn by experience. You must learn by experience. And it's one of the best things that I hope my network has not cut me off. Okay. Yes,
so yeah, still on.
Okay. You must learn. So that's how I grow in the business. Number one, learn from mentors. Number two, books. Books are one of the best mentors. And then the last one, but not the least, learn from experience. But guess what? Your earnings tell us who you are.
Wow.
Dangote can afford to earn what he's earning today because he is a guru on the cement and retail business. He's selling every day. The amount of money that's being sold in his organization, cement, so many that nobody in Nigeria can, nobody in Africa, in the day, in the month, in the week. So you must do that. So you must know if I should earn 2 million naira. The good thing is this: I have to develop my capacity to earn that money. So you don't abuse the industry, you don't lie against the industry, you don't condemn your upline. No, because I don't want that money. If I want that money, they have to earn. That's why people get from, let us learn from corporate organization. You don't enter corporate organization today and earn as a MD or as manager. You have to go through the ranks. And that what you are paid in corporate organization is your years of experience, that you have this experience. That's what they are paying you. Not that you have 2 years or 3 years and so on and just join, because you are better in that position as a result of experience. And experience has to do with time. That means that you've given time to it. Years of experience. It's not just one day experience. So please don't just run into language and expect to earn 1 million. Will you earn that? I promise you, you will earn it. If you put yourself down and you will earn it. I met a woman that told me she earned 200 million naira. That's our number one star director. That was in 2018. And when I went back to Google about her, that's Tite Jimagwa, I learned that she has spent 22 years in network marketing. And then 6 years in long reach. So for someone that has spent 22 years, she qualifies to earn 200 million naira. So I can't compete with her. 22 years, I have not started. I have not started. I have not started. So you must appreciate the fact that you are what you earn. Please, it's not a company. They have not paid you because you did not put the work down. Come on.
If they are not paying you, that you are not put the work down. Wow. Jehovah. Well, I'm getting ready to take questions, but before I take the questions, I want to acknowledge all the leaders are on this call. I have quite a number of leaders on the call. Nkiru, I see you. Thank you so much for being on this call as a Diamond 7 leader. I can see Ambassador Sajere and his wife, they're on the call. Quite a number of leaders, Ramatu Abraham, I can see you. Leaders across various teams are on this call. One thing we have done with Discovery, sir, is that it's not just for Team Grace. It's a platform for as many as are ready to connect with their prospects. It's really not about Team Grace. We just see it as an opportunity that God has given us to bring people like you, and all of us can learn. So thank you so, so much. Every leader that's joining us, I don't take it for granted. I appreciate you. Okay, so I can see one hand up. Adiola Akada.
The person can type the question.
Are you there to ask the question? The floor. Oh, okay. She doesn't have a question. Okay. Okay. I think she's just excited about what you have been saying. Okay, so the floor is still mine. Let me come back to you. You know, I met you per chance when we were going to China, and I just said, this person has a very sweet spirit. And you said to me, call your husband, tell him Mr. B is here. And I'm like, wow. But I started asking myself when I came to know your wife, and I said, let me ask you this question. Building a team with your wife, how have you done it?
Very beautiful, very smooth. You know, she's my upline.
Yes.
Now, you know, that she's the upline. So, first, I have to understand that in the business, she's a leader. I have to come down. This is not house. Just like if she was in a corporate organization, she would have been my boss. So I have to come down, humble myself, and learn. Now, it has been so beautiful because it is joint ventures. We travel together most of the times, and we do presentation most of the times. And I would like to say, husband, please, don't allow your wife to do this business alone. My wife was struggling in Longreach as at 2014. When I joined her team, it exploded. It exploded. Because I was able to bring who I am. I have learned that perhaps she did not also learn to complement. So it is the best thing that's ever happened. It has been very beautiful. Together, we're able to form the Boost Squad together. We strategize together. We travel together because we know that it is not about us. It is about the people that God has given to us. And guess what? It has moved beyond. Like I tell people, Longreach is not just a business to me. It's a ministry. We pray for couples. Couples have challenges. We pray for them. Some have a lot of, in fact, it's more of a spiritual work because someone who has covenanted, whose generation has covenanted with poverty, can decide to join your team. and you know with that, it's not a physical matter. They have covenanted with poverty. And the person I've done, he said, I have done all night. And he said, that is when you need to know it is time to grow. So we pray for the team. Yes, a lot of people will not like you. Some will talk against you. Of course, nobody loves all leaders. That is the truth. So, but you must do the right thing, put the team together, shape, and then. My own was that I saw Longreach because she was in corporate organization, always coming back, mumbling, angry, frustrated, isolated, so many things. Depression, it wasn't funny for the family. So, but I saw Longreach. Longreach was a sukkah that could make her happy, smile. ever ahead. So I fueled where the happiness was. Fuel it more. Defuel this other one, fuel this one more. That is what happened. So that's why I always beg families, please don't allow. Because another thing is this, let me say this, about husbands and wife. When men say it's not a woman business, it's a woman business, let the woman handles it. Now, by the time your wife start making like 5 million in a week, 5 million in a week, and then you are earning 1 million as a salary in the month, and she's making 5 million in a week. It will affect decisions. It will affect decisions in the house. It will affect decisions. And as a man, you want to be in charge of decision. And being in charge of decision means that call the shop with money. That is the thing. It will affect decision. Traveling decision will be affected. Everything. She'll say, we should buy a new house. Just because we're dreaming of things to buy a new house. But she has the money. That is the thing. And so it will affect decision. So I tell men, don't wait while she's starting, join at first. But to the grace of God, my leg is the biggest leg in my wife's team.
Wow.
So my earning is competitively, yes, she's a diet on myself, but guess what? It's matching very well. So there is no loophole because I told myself on time, if this man start appearing on stage, I am always on the ground. It's not funny. Always travel on business class. I am always in the house. And Nigeria will ask me, Daddy, when will you always travel? I foresee all these things. I told myself, join on time. I lied. That is the thing. So dream with my wife is that her friends are my friends. Our business partners are my business partner. So it's reduced conflict in the house. So it's bring trust. That is the thing. Because everybody in the team, I'm like the father of the team. The father of the team. Everybody in the team belongs to me. So we work and we grow and we build it up. It's the greatest gift. It's the greatest gift. So it has been very smooth, has been very lovely. We sit down and we talk about strategies and we bring a team together and then true. It has been awesome, man.
Wow. I'll ask you this final question before I let you go. I know your time is tight, but I'll take this one opportunity again. Somebody says, how do I get my team to move? So I call meetings, they are not coming. There's a webinar, they are not joining. And I need to work with the team. There's so much you can buy in Long Reach. How do I motivate my team?
Now, the truth of the matter is that what the person is suffering from is handing over everything for the team. Remember what I said earlier? You are the earning. You are the earning. Whatever you earn in Long Reach, you qualified for it. So before a team goes to where they are stagnant mood, means that you have to ignite the team. The team needs ignition. There are a lot of things to activate your team. It could be social gathering. Sorry, this social distance is not funny, but it could be season like this. Because the reason why a team is not active is because they're not earning. Your front lines are weak. When your front lines are weak, there is a problem at the end of the day. They are not earning. So the best thing is to get them earning. And to get them earning is that you yourself have to set goals and achieve it yourself. You don't wait for your team. Because if you wait for a team, it's like waiting for death. Your team can you wait for your team to move. You are waiting for death. They can wake up one day and plot against you. Because actually they feel that they are the one making you to earn the money, but it's wrong. So you are, sometimes I used to act without me, I cannot move forward. If I once told my wife that she will see how my wife will succeed in Long Reach. My wife qualified. And she came back and told her, I actually told you will not succeed without me. He said, no. So you don't wait for your team. Rather, there are skills you need to hit. One of the challenges in the multi-level marketing industry is a hunting skill. It's a hunting skill. How do you get prospect? As long as any business that have cash that have cash flow problem will run into deficit and eventually bankruptcy. So if your team is, that means there's potential bankruptcy in your team. That's what it means. So what that has to do that there must be injection of cash. To inject cash means that there must be an activities. You can set personal target and start recruiting new people and start bringing new people and start sponsoring new people. By the time you do this, but guess what? Few people on your team will start earning. That will ignite them. That is the thing. So, but number two, you don't have to get there. You don't have to get to that point. If you are hearing me now, all you need to do, set soft target for your team. Soft to 20 people in a day. Like what I do is when you join my team, I don't ask you to talk to prospect. Why are you going to tell prospect around? Go and bring somebody. What are you going to bring? What do you know? I first do what they call three-way call. I must ensure that the first few discussions we are doing, I don't call people for you. I call it with you. So you're in the call and you're hearing the way I'm talking. You're hearing how I'm addressing objection and a lot of the things and how I've been able to close the person to join us. So network marketing is that I'm teaching you to teach A so that A can know how to teach B so that B can teach C to do the business. That is the thing. By the time you've missed that foundation, you have to start afresh and you must not rely on people. Waiting on people is like waiting on death. You can't wait. I did that mistake. That's one of the mistakes I did in 2017, 2018. Yeah, 2016, 2017, 2018, I was waiting on people. My team are not working. Guess what? It wasn't the team, it's me. You go and do fresh work. Bring in fresh people. And guess what? When the fresh people see the new people running up and down, achieving things, they'll be provoked. They'll be united to do something again.
True.
That is a thing. So you don't wait for your team. Because you have a target, you have a vision. And the other thing could be that they have lost sight of the reason why they join. People don't know why they join. There is a logical aspect of presentation and there's emotional aspect of presentation. You must be able to marriage this together. You must be able to marriage this together. The why they should join is a logical reason. The joining now is the emotional reason they have to join now. Take that action. So when the logical reason is not logical enough to build a foundation of trust that this thing is possible, it's going to shake the team. So what is your vision 2 years from now? What is your vision 1 year from now? If ABC can achieve this, then you can achieve it. You say you want to achieve this. What's your target? Then that is a thing. That's one of the things. So sometimes you call your team not to talk about long reach, but to talk about their life. It could be they are passing through horrible things. They're passing through a lot of things they cannot tell people. Remember, like what I said earlier, some of them can be spiritual battle. This we are spiritual warfare. I'm telling you, doing spiritual warfare. So this kind of spiritual warfare is unending because more people are coming in with different kind of issues, different kind of whatever. A lot of emotional challenge. So call them, talk to them about their life, and from there there could be a point to trigger in long reach. You can call them at the end of the day and talk about long reach, and they call you, oh, hey, madam, they're long reach business. You can even send them messages and wish them the best and know that you are with them. That can ignite somebody. That's one of the things to bring. Don't attack your team. Don't fire them. Because it's the Holy Ghost that convict a man. That is a man. If God does not talk, if you not talk to God about them, you don't have the right to talk to them. That's when I was growing up. That used to be our spiritual mantra. If you not pray about me, don't caution me. So pray first for me before you now caution me. Because by the time you pray for me, the Holy Ghost must have helped me to receive your message. So pray for your team very well. Pray for reception. Open their eyes and then call them one after the other. Don't mention long reach. Ask about their life. You'll be shocked what is going to happen. And then set soft target for them. You'll be shocked. If you achieve this, you're going to end this. I bought a lot of power banks. And you can do that as gifts. A lot of gifts. Give it out. Inspire them. Do most of those things. And you'll be sure what's going to happen. And as you're doing that also, because those are also just, you are trying to get new people. The new people have the way of igniting the old people. They have the way of challenging the old people. And guess what happened? Boom! The team will explode. That's how my team exploded. My team has been on stagnant as of 2016, 17, 18. 2016, 17. It was in 2018. Boom, 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 boom. So I won't be surprised if by December I hit 3-star director. I won't be surprised. And someone will say, hey, are you for real? He was just 7 and 3-star director. No, don't judge that. Judge the years I have invested.
True. Don't judge
for the future.
So, yes.
The challenge I have with our generation is that we are too much in a hurry. Fast food, everything, fast finger, everything is fast. It takes a doctor minimum of 7 years to become a medical doctor. It takes a lawyer 7 years. Why do you want to hit it overnight? That is a problem I have. And that is one of the things that affect the team movement. Because when people want to achieve, no, don't follow people. People have their speed rate. People have their timing and destiny. When I started earning 1 million, it wasn't the activities I did that week. or the 3 weeks that ended the 1 million. No, no. It just exploded on itself because the team, the structure has been built. So team, I'm just talking to people right now. If you're listening to me right now and you're part of this team or any team anyway, your upline is not your responsibility. The company is not your responsibility. Your successful, or you cannot hold your upline accountable. Everything boils down to you. Who are you?
Wow.
You. What do you want to achieve? What is the timeline of that achievement? Go and work it out. Guess what? We have so many people out there looking for this opportunity. A lot have seen it on Facebook, but they don't understand. And if you don't meet them, wolves can meet them. People have been defrauded. Your relationship. Don't say, my auntie will not do it. It's a lie. She missed the business. So that's why I would like to talk to you. The success line. Go back to your business. This is the best business of the 21st century. I want to mention 4 points that I found Longlish exceptional. 4 points that was this. Number 1 was this.
Yeah.
Credibility. Number 1 was credibility. Number 2 was sustainability. Number 3 was profitability. Number 4 was scalability. I saw this company as company with credibility. Number 1, we know products for like Sensodyne to the products in Asia, the whole of Asia market, they have credibility. They have been in business for over 3 decades before they start network marketing. That's what this phrase is. Because you'll be hearing others, this one pay 400, this one you just join and they pay you money. This one, come on. EFCC says when it's too good to be true, it is not true. There is work to be done. The company have credibility. Once you discover that there is a credibility aspect of the company because of their long years of doing business and the kind of brand they are producing, produce product for itself and does not rely on what network to earn money. Is a company that have a sustainable model. Let me explain. A typical network marketing company has founders who are the financiers, have chief marketers, and then have a juniors who produce the product or who have developed a product. 3 of them come together and form XYZ network marketing company. And the next thing you know, they do a flashy, beautiful website. You can use any address and do website. They can wear a lab coat and say they are doctor. I can say a doctor tomorrow. You know, you can't judge me in US. I'm not a doctor because I'm wearing a lab coat. I can say I'm a doctor, whatever it is. Now, when they come up together, they cannot be sustainable because I got money from venture capitalists. I got money from my assets. The day I want to pull out that money, the company can crash. And another thing is this, in terms of sustainability, they don't have, take for example, Longlish. Longlish, before it started network marketing, was always producing for other companies and they have their own personal care products. Their own personal products, not in the network marketing. So it is not what we sell in Longlish that sustained the system. The company can still explode. In fact, Longlish was more of a philanthropic, not for profit making, because the man has achieved everything. It was how to empower people. See it in that light. The man say in China, if I have 1%, if we make 1% profit from this business, we put it back. Which company does that? That's from HQ China. If we make 1%, we put it back. What does that show you? It shows you that they're creating a platform that can empower consumers. Now, this does not stop their operations, making business from OEM. That's what the company is all about. Producing for other multinational companies. That's what they're doing. That's where they're getting their money from, not from network marketing. So the business is sustainable. The next one is profitability. If you look at this very well, the highest you can do in Longlish is 750,000 naira. Except you are doing the other business of Longlish, which is different from your network marketing business. That one's called stockies. I want to talk about that one. But the highest an individual can do is 750 or 800. That's VIP. Now, I invested that business. I entered into Longlish with 33,000 naira. That's how I started. I've grown and by product and upgrade to VIP long time ago. The profit I'm earning today cannot be equated with my investment capital. If I had bought a 750,000 naira land as at 2015, today the value of that land will not be more than 3 million.
True.
That cannot compare my earnings, the trips, the VIP trip, not my trip. Come on. Are you listening to what I'm saying? When you understand what happened in China, come on. VIP treatment. The hotels were amazing, beautiful treatment. And then all expense paid trip. And then last year I qualified for 10 million naira car from 750,000 investment. Please, which land can give me that?
I'm adjusting myself.
Good. You understand what I'm talking about? So there are so many. The profit model is too massive. But all you need to do is sit yourself down, build it, and enjoy it. Then the other thing about long wish is that they don't do this monthly auto ship, compulsory auto ship, flush of point. That is typical. I call it modern day. I call it golden handcuffs, the modern day slavery. I mean, you need to see. My mother did X, Y, Z. That's what she was doing. We had a lot of expired products, courtesy of what? Auto ship. What she does not need, that's what she's using. And long as she does not impose that on you. So the profitability model is too explosive. Now, which business would have given my children overseas scholarship up to doctorate? 750,000 naira. From that 750,000 naira, house fund is there, 25 million. There are several benefits. There are so many. So you could see that you are in business to do profit. And with this, your profit can be beautiful. It's beautiful. Then we now talk about the last one. I call it scalability. Scalability. Oh my God. This is what exploded my mind. And I have conversed and attempted to do business with a lot of venture capitalists outside this country. One of the things they spot is, can your business be scalable? Meaning that can he leave your country and operate without you running around to supervise it? Can you be in one place? That's what I said. I saw network marketing as an octopus. You sit down one place and can connect a lot of things globally. With long reach, you can stay and do business in Brazil. You can stay and do business in US. You can stay and do business in UK. You can stay and grow a team in Canada without leaving the comfort of your, sorry, let me use this word, your toilet seat. You're just a grooming, doing your business. Comfort of your toilet seat. You don't have to travel. That is scalability. And the other thing is this. It also gives partners the opportunity to play on the company OEM market, original equipment manufacturers. What does that mean? That means that a few years from now, I could design long reach to brand a cream for me. I don't have to travel to China to get that done. That brings me back to sustainability in Nigeria, a company that has built a factory. In fact, Long Reach is the first OEM factory in Africa. OEM is always Asian trademark. Everybody goes to China to produce, go to Asia to produce, and bring it to Nigeria. This is the first time we are having a company in Nigeria that will produce other products for other companies, more or less a commercial factory. If you are not in Long Reach, you are missing the times of life. You're missing the timelines of life. If you are not, so you could see a company that invested close to $100 million. They are not running away. A company will come tomorrow. You know, a company can come tomorrow and set up and hire the whole of Victoria Island and paint it and go one. You know, like having big offices. Those companies can fly tomorrow night. South can cause it fly by night. In the morning they were there. The next morning they say have disappeared. But you cannot invest in infrastructure like that in Nigeria and run away. You are in for business. So if you are smart, you should know 5 years from today, these guys will take over personal care industry in Nigeria. They know how to break through. And guess what? They're going to do it. So you look at the profitability model, the scalability. So I can do business outside network marketing. So they are not waiting for you to always bring people. It's like, no, it's not about team growth. There comes a time you have your personal brand being sold on shopping mall across the world. Come on. Like Gil Hungry. I don't want to call your name, sir. Like Mr. Gil Hungry, the Gil Hair Cream, Mr. Gil whatever. And a lot of beautiful things. That's what I'm talking about. That's the future we are going to. There's no platform on earth can give you that kind of opportunity except one place I know now is Long Reach. You can start from where you are and build. The other thing is this: the company will teach you how to handle micro distribution network of product across. You know what consumers are looking for. You don't wake up and start business with 100 million. You know what it takes to grow it from the ground because you know what it takes to build a team. See, if I enter into a retail business, I will close down some stores because I will not sit down for people to come. I'll go and hunt it. If I start a barbering salon today, what I've learned in language, I will not sit down. I'll go and hunt people to come. And guess what? So it talks about scalability. So the skills and the knowledge you're going to learn in this platform cannot be quantified with money. Cannot be quantified with money. Your business can explode beyond your physical location, beyond your country. I call it boundless and limitless opportunities. You can make so much from it. So that's are the 4 things. The company have credibility. They are sustainable. The factory does not wait for us to order product for the factory to be functional or for them to pay their salary. No, they're already doing other businesses. And then profitability is too much. And then finally, I'm talking about scalability, scale to global countries. Imagine me. Let me shock us. No, during pandemic, my overseas team was netting close to 50% of my income.
Jesus.
50% of my overseas team, 50% of my weekly income was coming from overseas team. I have teams in US. I have teams in UK. I have teams in Ghana. I have teams in Gambia, Malawi, Kenya. My overseas team was making more, over 50%. Now, you as an entrepreneur should look beyond what is in Nigeria. If a platform can give you a leverage to do business in Canada and generate, like I said, they don't have vision. So I'm not relaunching again, you are applying. Because get, for example, I'm planning of raising close to 100,000 people in South American countries, like Mexico, like Brazil, 5 years from now. 100,000 doing business, that's my plan. 50,000 in Germany, 30,000 in Canada, 80,000 in UK. Those are my plans. So I can't sit down and wait for one success line to tell me it's not serious. No, I have overseas business. Thank God for Zoom. I can reach the world from where I am. Like I said, it's an octopus business. From where you are, you can connect the entire group. So what are you doing? Get on board. If you're not yet on board, and if you're on board, wake up. The market is waiting for us. It's ready. And guess what? Only those that wake up on time and enter the market are always the one that take the spoil. Thank you.
Somebody is telling me you must come back. So I'm coming back to you. You must come back. Thank you so much. I mean, that was simply amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. I mean, the house is on fire. Thank you so much. Just before we round off, I again thank all the leaders who are on the call. Next week, Saturday, 6 o'clock, you talked about the global space. We are actually going global. Next Saturday, we'll be having in the house the team lead for the US, Dami Ayodele. She'll be in the house talking to us about long range with particular reference to the US and how to build your team there. So if you're on this call, 6 p.m. next Saturday, it's Discovery, the 9th edition. Let's do it together. Let's be there with Dami Ayodele. And she'll be talking to us on how she has built the team over there in the US. Thank you so much, Mr. B. Trust me, you are coming again. We are coming back for you and your wife. You cannot even run away from it. But we cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much. It's super, super amazing. All the leaders in the house again, thank you. Tim Grace says thank you. Thank you for joining us today on this call. I saw Kayode of CIG a few moments ago. Kayode Joseph, thank you so much for bringing all the leaders from the various teams. And we're also live on Facebook. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming.
Before I want to say something about your husband. There's something he did in Shesho last year. Oh my God! You know, I've been flying planes and I'm going to several flights, but I've never experienced what it means to be on the chopper before. You know, and we all drive down to the airport to take a chopper and do like 30 minutes cruise around stations. And they said, well, out of 4 of us, they weigh all of us. They said, no, one person has to step down. And we had 2 men and 2 women, you know, 2 young. And guess what? I think I weigh heavier than, I think so. And I was like, yes. In fact, the other was the only person whose weight was not compared to heavy people was big. You need to see people that was big. You know? And I was expecting the fat person to step down. I think he went. He stepped down for me to to have that experience.
Wow.
So I'm so grateful. I was like, I don't know what this means to me. I mean, fly chopper, and that's part of long beach package. Flying chopper was one of the most, oh God, be in front of that copy, see that thing stand up, drive and come down. Oh, it's an experience that. So I want to thank you so much once again for that sacrifice. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
The honor is mine. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. B. I honestly thank you for your time. Thank you for making it real. Thank you for bearing it. Somebody is asking for where the Facebook link is. It's the Game Changers. The Game Changers is up on the Game Changers. Just search for the Game Changers room. It's up there. I know there are several Game Changers, but God will direct you. He will show you the right one. Thank you so much, Mr. B. I can't thank you enough. On behalf of the entire team, I want to say thank you. We are coming again. So just know that we are coming. God bless.
We are ready.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And to everybody on the call, thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a good night. God bless you. See you all on the Discovery next Saturday. Thank you. Shesha, yes. So. Hey, see her face. I saw my friend.
Hello, Angel.
Thank you.